Hey guys, it's Nicole, and today I wanted to go through just real quickly, mostly because I don't have that much time before school starts, that I wanted to share what my game plan is going to be for Creating with Collections, the, I guess, third volume. I had mentioned this in a haul video that I posted recently, that I ordered the Hello Today collection, and I mentioned in the video that this is one of the color palettes that Simple Stories does kind of often, but I really like it. I like anything that's office themed, anything that's kind of calendar themed for things like month in review and that kind of thing. And so somewhere in my brain it thought, okay, take Creating with Collections, take month in review, put them together, knock out a big project out of the way, and use up a bunch of a collection. So that is going to be my game plan. So I have, this is basically, you get 12 sheets of paper and the sticker sheet. So you're going to have one paper for every month that's like this. You've got two 6x4 cut aparts. Everything else is a 3x4 cut apart. And then a full-size pattern on the back. So they are all like that. I don't really want to go through and do like detailed photo. These are all on your favorite online store. You can kind of get a good at a glance from here. So I've got this, and then because I'm going to be doing my month in review for 2020, I had gone ahead and I purchased the sticker sheet from their quarantined line because it's the same type of colors, and it's going to be able to get me through some of the more relevant months where there was more like specific stuff kind of going on in some of my photos. And then I basically picked out 3 patterns. This one is Virtual Life. It's just got some good like journaling pieces with a good stripe on the back. Social Distancing. This one I liked some of the images on here to kind of represent it. This is just kind of a good multicolor. And then this one is Current Reality. Again, some good like journaling prompts, and then a good tone on tone on the back. And then the reason that I picked these was to be able to do a month in review, but because of that, I'm going to be using a lot of these as like embellishments or like the pretty things that you're going to look at besides the photos. A lot of that's going to come from these papers that I'm going to end up cutting up, and I was worried about losing the backside for like layering, die cutting, that kind of thing. So my solution to that was to go ahead and grab the 6x8 pack, and I was flipping through this the other day just kind of trying to get some ideas, and I do like that in here you get, I kind of wish it was 3 because then it would have been an even 12, but you get 2 sheets of cut aparts, so these are going to be 3x4. So if it was 12, I could have automatically cut them and sort of paired them up with a month to make sure that they get used. There's only 8, but there are repeats, so I might, I don't know. But this is going to allow me to kind of feel better about the B-sides. Okay. The only embellishments that I have, again, I've got the Quarantine Line stickers. I've got the Hello Today stickers. That's kind of a lot. Month in review pages for me don't really allow for a lot of embellishing. There's not usually a lot of room left over, so I wasn't really worried about that. So the only thing I decided to get was the self-adhesive brad pack and chipboard pieces, because I guess these are chipboard. I decided to go this route instead of like die cuts or chipboard, or I really like the foam stickers that go with this line, but it's heavy phrases and just a little bit of icons, and I was worried about trying to squeeze that kind of stuff in. Plus it didn't really lend itself to monthly themes. So for me, I just kind of wanted something generic. I preferred this over like the enamel dots. I feel like enamel dots are generic enough. I can use pretty much anything in my stash. And unfortunately, my little organizer tray is being used for some Lego project right now, so I don't know where I'm going to store everything, but I'm really in the mood to kind of get started on prepping this and printing photos and kind of getting going. So I wanted to share that before I get going. And the other day, I didn't have access to my computer. I went through and just kind of started trying to come up with a plan. Normally, once I pick a plan for month in review, it's either all singles, it's all doubles, there's a theme carried over. This time what I'm going to end up doing is pretty much up to 18 photos. I'm going to keep it to a single page because I'm going to do tiny photos. I think depending on what's going on that month and depending on how many photos I have is then when it's going to carry over into a 2-page. And I even started playing around with, okay, how am I going to incorporate some of the like quarantined die cuts and that type of stuff where I'm going to have some extra information to put on the layout. So that's kind of my game plan, just like a rough idea here. Quick look at the products that I'm going to be using. I'm probably going to go ahead and pull out a couple dies and stamps and just kind of have those ready for when I sit down to start working on stuff. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go here and be on the lookout for the first video.